like than never. Hey, friends, y'all know who it is. Green Eye Sparkle, baby. And welcome in, because this is the show. How y'all doing? Glad to see each and every one of you here. I know I'm like 17 minutes late. I was ripping and running, y'all, trying to make it in for the live, y'all, making it in for the live. I enjoy going live. One reason why I enjoy going live is because I can talk real time to the chat. The chat is where it's at. Because the chat, y'all, the chat be going off, and I'm here for it. I love the chat. So, welcome in, friends. I know that you all are getting notified that I'm going live. I know I just turned on my live. So, people are getting notified that Green Eye Sparkle Baby, the show is on and popping. But nevertheless, friends, we gonna go ahead on to get it started. I'm gonna shout out Mom Knows Best, because that's where I was earlier, hanging out with Mom Knows Best. Child, y'all listen. Mom Knows Best has her some new glasses, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be able to tell her nothing. Yeah, shout out to Mom Knows Best. She got her some new eyeglasses, y'all, her new eyewear. So as she does her content on her channel, she has her own channel, everybody, BJ the Researcher. Now y'all check her out, and I think she added and storyteller to it as well. But y'all, let's see it. Y'all just look for BJ the Researcher. And I think she also said something about storytelling on it. My mom, she's getting real snazzy. The more and more she is getting comfortable with going live or making, well, she's not going live yet, she's making her videos, but the more and more she's getting comfortable making her videos, she likes to do twists and turns now with her creativity on her content. So y'all, shout out to Mom Knows Best. She has her own channel. Y'all like and subscribe to my mom's channel, as well as like and subscribe to mine. Thank y'all so very much. Y'all know I gotta celebrate something. Y'all know what it is today. It's the 68th episode. Yes. Come on. So it's the 68th episode of Green Eye Sparkle, baby, the show. I can't be even more. I mean, I'm so elated and excited. The 68th episode, I have been going nonstop for 68 weeks. It doesn't get better than that. So I am humble. I am grateful. Hey, Zoe. Hey, friends. Come on in. I see y'all. I was just saying, I have to come live. I know I was about 17 minutes late, but I was hanging out with my mom. Made sure my mom was good. She got her eyeglasses. She got some new ones, y'all. And so I rushed back home so I could get to my studio, friends. And because it's nothing like a live chat. I know I could have recorded this and uploaded a video, but no. That would never do. Not for my sparklers over here, because we like to chat in the chat. Is that all right with y'all? So I had to come on back in here, friends. Yes, y'all. And by the way, friends, don't y'all forget to hit that like button. What you say, friend? You said you got some pretty eyes. Are they hazel? Yes, they're pretty much like a green. They turn bluish gray. Also, if I have on something gray, they might turn a little bluish gray, but they are, as you can see, they are green. I get asked that a lot of times because I call my show Green Eye Sparkle. They say, well, why do you call it that? Look closely. My eyes are more green than they are anything else. So I appreciate that. I thank you for the compliment. That was Jake who said that. Yes, friends, y'all come on in. Everybody's welcome. Now listen, let's talk about some things, y'all. Let's talk about some things. Also, I like what Master P say. Y'all know I like to do a little tidbit of that little inspiration. We're gonna jump right on into some of this trendy news, y'all. Master P said, if it's easy, it won't change you. So, I said, ooh, that's a download. If it's easy, it won't change you. So if you get something that's easy, it's not gonna I feel like, in my humble opinion, what he's saying is, if it's easy and it's not worth, you didn't put the grind in to fight for it, it's not going to change what you're trying to achieve. I don't know. I just thought that was a great inspirational quote, y'all. I thought that was a neat download. That was from, shout out to Master P. Zoe, you say, thank you, Zoe. Zoe says, I love you. Thank you. I appreciate that, friends. Now, listen, y'all. Some sad news coming out of the NASCAR family. Sad news coming out of the NASCAR family. Now, there is he's a NASCAR legend. He was a two times series champion Kyle Busch passed away, y'all. He was born in 1985, and I believe he passed away today. I'm not sure what happened, but I saw that it had hit the wave, and this came out of, off the NASCAR official website. When I see stuff coming off the official links, I know it's some authenticity behind it. So, may he rest in peace. Condolences to Kyle Busch's family. Quite a NASCAR legend. I remember this name. I didn't really watch a lot of NASCAR, y'all. I watched it a few times, but I've heard this name resound over the NASCAR franchise. So may he rest in peace. Now, moving right along. We had some wedding nuptials in the atmosphere, y'all. Um, Shout out to Isaiah Rogers. He got married last weekend. He, I believe, still plays with Minnesota Vikings, y'all. He was playing with Minnesota Vikings last season, so I'm sure if he didn't get traded, you know how they move people around. I feel like they playing hot butter biscuit musical chairs in the NFL. They here today, gone tomorrow. So if he's still with the Vikings, all right, he with the Vikings, but he just got married this weekend. Shout out to so we shout out to Isaiah Rogers, y'all. He did tie the knot over the weekend. Now getting into some more interesting information here. Aaron Rodgers. Child, y'all know he played for Pittsburgh, right? Aaron Rodgers plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but he has said now I got this hot off the presses from the NFL now. I'm nosy and I get my information right from the NFL now. I get the emails, I get my alerts. He said this is his last season, y'all. He said 2026 will be his last season. Not the last season with Pittsburgh, last season in the NFL. Now, if y'all think he's gonna end his season, or do y'all think he's going to come right out of retirement? But right now, that's what he announced. Hey, Edmar. Hello. Yes, Jesus is King of Kings. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate that thumbs up in the chat, too. If you guys are rocking and rolling with Green Eyes Sparker, this is episode 68. Y'all put a thumbs up in for the like button. Y'all hit that like button. I'm so grateful and appreciative of everybody tuning in. I don't say a lot sometimes about I am very grateful. I am humble. I am so appreciative when you guys just take the time to stop and y'all come into my live show. I said I'm just gonna keep going. If it's easy, you won't keep going. If it's easy, I don't know. I don't feel like that, I think I've been on the grind. I've been on the grind and I am grateful and humble that you all take the time to rock with Green Eye Sparkle. That means a lot to me, friends. I'm just saying, this is my 68th week going live, and I will not stop. I love the conversations in the chat. The chat be chat. Shout out to the chat. Y'all be chatting, boy. I love the chat. That's why I said, no matter if I'm late, I'm coming live. I'm not videotaping anything. I knew I had to take care of some things, and I slid right on in here, right? Okay, friends, because I'm here for y'all, because I appreciate the energy that y'all bring to my show. Now, friends, what y'all think about Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers? I mean, yeah, I think it might be time for him to hang out the football cleats. What y'all thinking? Y'all put it in the chat. Aaron Rodgers had a long stint. He kind of reminds me of, Tom Brady. Tom Brady took Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the Super Bowl. He did his thing, but you know when it's time. He tried to run it back, but he just couldn't run it back. Sometimes you get to a point where it's okay to hang up the cleats, and then you stay with what you love. You just divert yourself into a different direction. That's all. So I'm sure Aaron Rodgers probably will get suited and booted and be a commentator on one of these sports networks. I'm sure because that's usually the trajectory. Some sports commentator or something of that nature. So, well, that's what he said, y'all. That came hot off the press. Aaron Rodgers said this is his last season. Don't get it twisted. Now that's what he said. All right. Now, if he pops up on somebody else's team, now I'm gonna raise my antennas. Cause you know what I just thought about? Did Tom Brady did he retire from Foxborough when he was with the Patriots, or did he just trade over to the Bucks? I cannot remember. How did he get to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Did he say he was retired and then he came out of retirement? Or did we just pick him up in the trade? I want to know that, friends. Y'all put that in the chat, because I mean, some of them, like I said, they'll say they retire, and then next thing you know, they show up on somebody's field running around, y'all. But anyways, we gonna keep it moving and grooving. Now, talking about this season, y'all. Joe Burrows said. Joe Burrows said, "Do y'all remember Joe Burrows?" I talked about Joe Burrows a lot last year at the kickoff of the season. That's when at the time, that's when Cincinnati, not Cincinnati, Lord have mercy, that's where he at right now. Cleveland Browns. That's when Cleveland Browns had all those quarterbacks. Then they started cleaning house. They shipped Joe Burrows over to the Cleveland Browns, is what they did. You know, there's just a drive down the street. That's when they let him go. He wasn't playing with the best of energy of what they needed. He didn't have that grit. So they packed Joe Burrows up, and I guess they had a sprinter. He didn't have to fly anywhere, y'all. He right there. They still in they still right there in Ohio. I guess he got on the sprinter bus and they drove him down there to Cincinnati. But nevertheless, friends, you know what he said? He said this is the most talented roster that he has seen since he's been with the Cincinnati Bengals. So I guess the Bengals did a great job with their draft picks, and they traded. Because according to Joe Burrows, he liking what he's seeing, friends. What y'all thinking? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he got traded over there during last season, but he say this season is a good season. He said this roster is rostering, y'all. He said there's a talented roster. Hmm. All right, Joe. So I guess Joe is excited. He like it. I love it. I wonder who all over there. You know what's funny? They got to cut that. They got to cut that roster down to the 53-man roster. So I wonder who all over there. That he said that it was the most talent. Huh? That's interesting, isn't it, friends? I don't know, but that's what Joe Burrow said. Interesting. You know what else is interesting? I know I've been quite busy, y'all, but y'all get in the chat, because what is going on? I saw Deion Sanders displaying. Oh, wait a minute. My I don't clicked on my other YouTube, y'all. It's about to play a commercial or a song or something. Okay, why was Deion Sanders holding up this real fancy Nike shoe, and it had Prime on it? I guess that was a Nike shoe dedicated to Deion from when he played with Atlanta. Because I was about to start scratching my head for a moment. I'm like, is he trying to tell us something? I was like, I was like, no. I haven't heard anything. I'm assuming right now. I say Shador's still playing with the Cleveland Browns, correct? Do I have any football fans in the chat? Y'all put it in the chat. Maybe he was just showing off that the Nikes dedicated a shoe to him. But Deion Sanders had a red Nike shoe, real fancy, classy base, y'all, in his hands. And it had the prime, it had the little, they put the little chain, the little links on there now where you could have a little keychain or something. It was swinging off the side of this fancy, classy red shoe designed by Nike. And I was wondering to myself, is he trying to? Is that dedicated to Dion, or is there going to be some kind of shift in the atmosphere? I don't know. I'm assuming I ain't gonna put no lies or rumors out there, but I just was wondering, why was he holding a red shoe? It was a shout out and a homage for the Atlanta Falcons. That's why he was holding a red shoe. Now, is that only for Dion? They are paying homage to Dion, or do we not know something? Far as I know, Shador's still over there at the Cleveland Browns. I just ain't understand why he had a big old red shoe in his hand. I don't know. I guess that's to be to continue. I ain't trying to spread no rumors. All I know is Dion show had a red shoe in his hand, but it had Prime. He had that little keychain swinging on the side that said Prime on it. And did. Yes, friends, what y'all thinking? Y'all get in the chat. The chat don't got real quiet. Y'all get in the chat. Now, the other thing, friends, that I want to talk about is, so do y'all know that the NFL, they had what they call a spring league meeting? Child, they had the meeting in Orlando, Florida. Yes, they did, y'all. They were right over there with Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, all the parks. Y'all know I SeaWorld, Disney World, what else is what's up with Universal? They were all over there in Orlando on Tuesday. They had their spring league meeting, y'all. Y'all know I'm nosy. I gotta let y'all know what's going on. So they had the spring league meeting in Orlando on this past Tuesday, y'all. And guess what? Child, do y'all know where Super Bowl 64 will be held? Hey, welcome in, friend. Hey, he said Black Beauty. How y'all doing tonight, friends? How y'all doing? Come on in, come on in. Well, there was a big announcement for 2030 Super Bowl, and that would be Super Bowl 64. Y'all, do y'all know where they are going to take the Super Bowl for the year 2030? I said, well, my gosh, they don't skip over they don't skip over all the other ones, but they letting y'all know in 4 years, guess where the Super Bowl will be held, y'all? So this will be interesting. Y'all put it in the chat. Y'all wait for me to tell you, but I want to see what y'all guesses are. Put it in the chat. Where do y'all think the Super Bowl is going in 4 years? We talking about 2030. They made an announcement. They are all over there. They all over there in Orlando on Tuesday. All of them over there. That spring league meeting. I said, I guess it was a nice time for them to take the families on vacation or whatever. I guess they. While they over there having a meeting in Orlando, I said, I guess they took advantage of all the amenities. See, like I said, SeaWorld, Universal, Disney World, Epcot, Disneyland, all the theme parks. What's that upside down place? Ripley's, believe it or not, they probably did all of that over there in Orlando. It's a lot of theme parks in Orlando. Yes. Yes, right. You say, "Wow, I'm yelling." I didn't even know I was yelling, friend. I'm just talking. My voice is a little hoarse, and so I just kind of have to add a little extra on my voice because I do several shows, and I just have to make sure all of my sparklers are hearing me. Turn your volume down, friend. If I'm too loud for you, friend, turn that volume down on your phone, friend, because I got to talk because this goes worldwide and global. If their connection is not strong, they're not gonna hear a word coming out of my mouth, friend. But I appreciate you letting me know. I don't think I'm yelling. I think I'm actually projecting my voice. Because I should have had a microphone on, but the microphone isn't connected, friends, because my phone is charging. Is that all right with y'all? Very good, very good. All right, I appreciate you, friend. But nevertheless, y'all ready for where child the Super Bowl is headed to Nashville, Tennessee. They're going right on over there to the Nissan Stadium. 2030 Super Bowl 64 will be played in Nashville, Tennessee. Are you guys surprised? What y'all thinking? Y'all get put in the chat. What y'all thinking? Are y'all surprised that the Super Bowl is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee? I thought that was, I mean, that was just not a place that I thought of for the Super Bowl. But that's where it's going. It's going to go to Nissan Stadium 2030. Y'all put y'all comments in the chat. What y'all thinking, friends? We don't talk about a few things with this lineup with the NFL. I think there's going to still be some shakeups in the atmosphere. I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I feel like it's going to be some shakeups with the NFL. Everything, all the dust has not been settled. They haven't even started their, what do they call that, spring, the camp. They haven't even started the spring training, the camp. I don't think they started any of that. But I feel like it's going to be a shakeup. But anyways, yeah, Joe Burrows, he said it was the best roster he's seen since he's been there. Well, I should say the most talent. He said there was the most talent that he saw on the roster. But like I said, they got to chop that list down for us. They got to bring it on down now to 53. So what y'all thinking, friends? Mm-hmm. All right, friends, it's time for y'all to get in the chat. Let's just have conversation, y'all. Cause that's all I had. Like I said, it was gonna be real short and cute and classic based today, friends. Cause I was rocking and rolling. I was moving and grooving, friends, to get on my live show today. So yes, friends, I was moving. So what y'all thinking? Y'all are y'all excited? It's going to Nashville. I mean, I don't know. That's interesting. Aaron Rodgers saying he's retiring. This is the final year, 2026 is the final year for Aaron Rodgers. Mm, I don't know, y'all. Interesting, huh? Oh, I don't really get into all the politics and stuff, but I heard that in Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottoms, she won the primary. So I guess that's a shout out to Atlanta. I think that's what Atlanta wanted. She won. So I happened to see that was trending news. That was trending news. I saw that come across my feed. So I wanted to say shout out. I guess Atlanta, y'all moving in the direction y'all want to move in. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, nevertheless, friends, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. Like I said, I was flying in here on two wheels to get in here and have episode 68 on and popping. But I who knows? I may just show up tomorrow with a Friday smash up. I'll see about it because I did. It's what 21 minutes in, y'all. I usually give y'all a 30-minute show. So, but if y'all like my show today, y'all hit that like button and subscribe to Green Eye Sparkle. And also, my mom just started her channel, BJ the Researcher. And I think she calls it BJ the Researcher and more storytelling. My mom, she's a busy bumblebee. First it was BJ the Researcher, but she's getting real comfortable, y'all. I think she added a little twist. I think it's the researcher and storyteller. But nevertheless, you will see her now, yeah, because she's gonna say, "Hi, I'm BJ the Researcher." That's how that's how my mom starts off her show. I'm so proud of my mom. Keep moving and grooving, y'all. Believe in yourselves, and anything is possible. Like I said, who would have thought my mom would have her own YouTube channel? She's getting real comfortable. She's starting to upload videos. Next thing you know, she's going to start going live with her own live show. So that's where I was earlier today. I even did a little short with my mom at the eyewear today with her getting her new glasses, y'all. Yes, that's my mom, y'all. Well, nevertheless, friends, y'all be easy. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Green Eye Sparkle. Don't forget to like and subscribe.